why did I go back in the closet at work? Yeah, it's a good question. And do you know what? With it being National Inclusion Week this week, I feel ready to talk about this. I want to take you back to my first job. So my first proper job was teaching 16 to 19-year-olds acting skills and voice. And at 21 years old and 4'11" tall, I was close in age to them, right? I was dealing with kids that were much taller than me, and they didn't want to listen to someone that was only a few years older than them telling them what to do. I don't think I would have, to be honest. And from my point of view, it felt more like babysitting and crowd control than teaching. The language that I heard them using and had to challenge them on a minute-by-minute basis, it was homophobic, it was sexist, and it was derogatory. The teachers and the senior leaders, they weren't much better, to be honest. They were mostly like old school. You know the type, right? They're so fixed in their ways. They're teaching the same lesson year in, year out. They're not adapting any of their content to respond to the changes in society and the world around them. They're using the same resources that they've used for years and years and years. They're very opinionated. They gossip. And what I found most surprising was, despite their education over the years, my colleagues' language was homophobic and biphobic. I was so surprised by that. There was a distinct lack of awareness around LGBT issues and challenges, and how to support LGBT individuals in the college. It's safe to say that in my first job, I was firmly in the closet, despite me being out in my home and my social life. My second job, right, imagine this. I'm 22 years old, still 4'11" tall. I walked confidently, maybe a little bit too confidently, into Dewsbury Probation Office. I was there to teach adult ex-offenders English and maths, and I rotated around 5 probation officers across the region over the week. My workspace was a tiny little consultation room where every hour one ex-offender would leave and another would take their chair, my student for the next 60 minutes. Before I met any student for the first time, I had to read a report telling me everything that I needed to know about that person. Their childhood, their education, their work history, information about their key relationships and family members, and most importantly, their offences, in the minutest of little detail. Oh, and what I needed to be aware of when I was with this person on my own for the next 60 minutes, including any risk of harm that they may cause me. So here I am, day one. I got a stack of these reports on my desk and a full diary of students to work with one-to-one. I started to read the reports, and within minutes I was overwhelmed by the intensity of what I was digesting. I can honestly say my mind could not comprehend some of the offences that I was reading about. There was drugs, alcohol, violence, theft, criminal damage, road traffic offences, sexual offences, and these crimes, stories and people committing them, they were now part of my reality. It was a hostile, aggressive and nerve-wracking work environment. Yet, here I was, out and proud. Alright, so my first job, I'm in the closet. My second job, I'm out and proud. Right? So, why did I go back in the closet in my third job? I know that's what you want to know. And I guess it's the same reason most people go back in the closet. Safety and protection of myself and my well-being. From my very first day in my third job, I felt uncomfortable with my manager. She was a dictator, she was controlling, she was manipulative. She made fun of my colleagues in the office in front of them. She lied. She abused her power. She made people feel unworthy. And I watched her bully members of the team out of their roles. Nothing had changed from that first job that I had in the college. Homophobia and biphobia, they were prevalent, underlying and subtle, And it was particularly noticeable amongst the older members of staff. They didn't have a clue about LGBT issues. They'd not received any LGBT awareness training, and as a result, they were ignorant. How did I feel? How did I feel? I felt like an outsider. I felt excluded. I felt unsafe. I felt vulnerable. I did. I felt really vulnerable. And I didn't want to talk to anyone about my sexuality because I knew, well, number one, that I'd be talked about behind my back. Number two, that my colleagues would direct their abuse towards me. And number three, I would not get the promotion that I was aiming for. I ran away from any personal conversations in the staff room. As soon as they started talking about, being a parent, their relationship or their partner, or their home life, I'd leave the room, I'd be out of there, and I wouldn't come back until they'd finished talking about their plans with their families. I just felt so uncomfortable. And I can't believe that this has happened, never mind me even saying these words to you, but in one of my early lesson observations, a senior manager gave me the feedback that I have very gay mannerisms and I need to tone it down. I can't believe that happened, it really blows my mind. It was clear to me from day one. I knew that I had to keep my sexuality to myself. I didn't feel safe to be out in that environment. And around 6 months in, my manager found out that I'm a lesbian and she began a torrent of abuse and bullying. But listen, that's a whole other story for another time, if you want to hear it. And as I think back, there are many reasons why I wished I'd have come out in that third job. I don't know, maybe I'll talk to you about that in another video. I would love to hear your experiences of coming out at work. The good, the bad, and the ugly, please. And listen, if you've got any questions about coming out or living your life as a lesbian or an LGBT person, please send them over to me. I'm answering all of your questions over the next few months in this coming out series as part of the My Queer Life journey. To keep up to date with my latest videos, you know what to do by now. Come on, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please share this with your family and friends. You've got no idea who it might help. Oh, and don't forget to leave me a message below, okay? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.